going to be Madeline and Penny versus Ella and Emily. Leah and Shelby, you'll be my referee on 6. Next up on court 7, Julia and Lindsay versus Annie and Lauren. Marielle and Jamie, you're my referee. Scratch that. Marielle and Jamie, you are playing on court 8 against Campbell and Sienna. Catherine and Madeline, you're my referee. I should have a referee coming out for you guys if we need an extra one.
Are y'all good? Yeah. Star was so funny seeing you. Do y'all like commentate? That's so funny. Okay. Oh my gosh. What do y'all talk about? Like, okay, yeah. We play on court 2 next.
All right, we are back live. Can't remember which match is this. This is match number 4 today.
Match 4.
That's right. Court 1, main court here. Appreciate you guys joining us. We'll get started here shortly. And what are the names of these ladies here? Brooklyn Humphreys, Auriana Nails versus on the near side right now versus Sierra Wendt and Aspen Wendt. Going here shortly. Good pass there off first serve. She pulled that really nicely.
Oh, deep. Oh, just can't chase it down.
Pretty dang good rally to start the game there.
Start off, yeah. Not starting with a topspin jump serve right off the bat.
She's got a lefty on that side. One of the Wendt sisters. I guess they're sisters. Ooh, that was barely out.
Just out.
Tough pass. How did she poke that up with a pretty decent set, and it popped that line. Nice save off of that rough pass. Good lefty topspin over.
Second. Picked up nicely.
Ooh. Looks like she was trying for a cutty there. Who do we have joining us over here?
My name is Kirsten Anderson.
Kirsten Anderson. All right. She's going to help us talk about these players. You know any of these girls?
No, I haven't seen any of them.
Oh, well, this would be a fresh look. Got a lefty float deep there. Oh, I don't know if they're going to call that one, but I would suspect that
She called it on herself, I think.
Oh, that's good.
That was a.
That's good. Well, my name is Matt. This is Jason over here. This is Natasha here. So we are the crew here for Smiley Volleyball running this stream here for 692 Beach. We're having a good time out here. It's a tough serve. Short. Ooh, that's deep and it's just barely out. What is your nickname? Kiki? Is that what they said? I heard that. All right.
Everyone calls me Kiki.
Everybody calls her Kiki. Kiki, tell us about your college visits so far. Have you had any?
No, I haven't. I'm a sophomore in the class of 2026. I sent my first emails like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, very nice.
It's fantastic.
But I'm just now making the switch to beach.
Gotcha.
So I've only been playing like 4 months in the sand.
I gotcha. So you're
crossover indoor player.
Crossover, and you're from this area, from Dallas?
Yeah, I'm
gotcha.
from Dallas.
All right. Well, tell us about some of the things that you see and you're looking for whenever you're picking the person to serve. If you don't know who they are, what are you looking for there?
Smaller person.
The smaller person is the go-to?
Yeah.
You have less than 5 minutes to warm up, so if you're going to do any hitting, you probably want to get into that.
Who has a middle serve, and she kind of froze on it.
It's like it dropped right in front of her.
Yeah, nobody
Wasn't expecting it.
Nobody talked.
Kirsten, because you've played indoor recently and switching to beach.
Yes, sir.
What's the communication difference that you've noticed kind of right away? And I saw you and your partner talking a ton during your game.
Me and my partner, we both are crossover indoor. She actually quit this year to go full sand, and that's what I'm doing this next year. This will be my last year of indoor. I feel like, although I feel like beach, you have to talk more. I feel like it's a lot quieter than indoor. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
there's not as much external noise around the court.
And so
you're not making noise just to make noise.
Yeah,
Sometimes that's
exactly.
the case in indoor.
Yeah. So, but there's definitely, I feel like there's the same amount of communication, maybe a little more because it's just 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it's just a lot quieter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I catch myself like cheering like so loud, and I look around and I'm like, wait a second. Like
no one else is cheering.
I'm like, okay.
That's all right. It's good to cheer. Be positive.
You really get to see individual players' personalities versus how they are just with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, exactly.
You get
to choose who you get to work with.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and all the communication has to be productive.
Yeah, exactly.
Here. You can't just say, "Hey, let's go."
Yeah.
It's not just a bunch of rah stuff.
You have to have a game plan all the time.
Ooh, that's right down the middle. Having a tough time communicating on that serve there.
Serving from the middle too. It's got to communicate who's coming across.
Yeah, that's always a good choice to kind of like, all right, let's make them make a call first.
Put some pressure on them.
From indoor to sand, there's lots of differences. Obviously, you have the wind, the sun, and the sand, but you also have to round out your play. What position did you play indoor?
I'm an outside hitter.
Outside hitter. Seems like that would be one of the more natural transitions.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be one of the more athletic girls all the way around.
Yeah.
But
I'm a little small to be an indoor outside hitter. So.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see, what parts of your game did you really have to hone up more? Your passing or your movement?
Honestly, it's like the thing that kind of got me and will get me, because I haven't actually played indoor in like 4 months. Because I didn't do the extra stuff in indoor, I kind of just did the extra in beach. And it's honestly the timing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I'm used to passing. Like, if I wasn't hitting outside, I was either set. I mean, I kind of did a little of everything. I was kind of like the utility player. Like, they would take me, and then whatever, like, we didn't have a setter, then I was the setter. You know what I mean? If we didn't have. And so I kind of got my fair share of all the positions. So but the timing is definitely more difficult because you have to go a lot quicker.
Your jumps on your swings, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not exactly. You have to deal with that uneven ground, the uneven sand.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that makes it tough. It's pretty interesting. You see the different tournaments, even on the pro level. The depth of the sand makes a huge difference on the players that are transitioning from indoor to beach. Really have to. You see which ones have really transitioned once you get to deeper sand, and this place does have pretty deep sand.
It has pretty deep sand. I noticed that, like, whenever you come from, like, whenever I go play at Mad Sand, or like I go to like Sports Garden.
Yeah,
like,
those are the
Sports Garden
ones you
especially.
think of.
I'm like bouncing balls.
Yeah, Sports Garden is basically outdoors but indoor conditions.
Literally.
You got about 2 inches of sand.
Yeah, I know those adults like it up there.
The indoor players get to play outside. You know.
Exactly. But definitely more of an advantage whenever we go play in California.
Yeah, so you kind of want that depth when you're practicing, like here or at Mad Sand. You know, you have the pretty deep sand, so
exactly.
It's good to practice in a difficult environment for sure. This one's all tied up. It's really going back and forth. Both teams have made a couple of 3 or 4 point runs.
Had some good rallies too along the way. Second option on that last point, just good communication between those partners. That's right. Saying it's open. And the first contact's good enough to where you have a choice.
Yeah.
Whether what you're doing with that.
So Kiki, we were talking earlier about how important that first pass is.
Yes, sir.
It really just makes the whole play different.
It really does. You know, so many more options, like an option, 2 option, which kind of got us last game. They had a lot of good passes, and the bigger girl was optioning on us, which is so smart.
You guys were serving pretty aggressively too the entire
Exactly.
set.
We kind of decided like we have to serve aggressive. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna miss every once in a while, whether we serve easy or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Kind of got to decide before the game to either go for the tough serves or not.
Yeah, especially with there's pretty good competition here.
Right.
And you really don't want to get them in system, so.
Yeah, you have to put that
serving
pressure.
Aggressive is definitely the option that we choose.
That, especially if you're pretty consistent with those tough top spin serves or float serves, really gives you an advantage out here.
Yes.
There's not a whole lot of wind here today, but when there is wind, it really even amplifies that even more.
Me and the same partner I'm playing with, we just got back from California, and we just decided we're going to top spin everything. And then, literally those games we won.
Yeah.
Like, we probably had 5 missed serves combined, but, we also had, 15 aces, or 15 that got them out of system, not giving them the option to swing. And
that translates across all skill levels that I've seen. Even at the pro level, that pressure, the teams that are aggressive off the serve, even though you wouldn't think it'd be that big a deal, it really does. They're playing even smaller percentages of side outs versus a steal or whatever. However in tennis it would be when you win on against the serves. Yeah, on the other team's serves.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's a pretty strong mentality to choose to be aggressive.
Yeah, we kind of noticed, me and my partner, as we have, if we get the other team out, if we're not in system, we just don't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's limited options and limited things you can do when you're not in system, especially in the sand with 2 people.
It did feel like you two were taking a lot more balls with your hands, setting with your hands more than some of the other pairs that we've seen so far this morning, which is cool.
I think both of us kind of have better timing and swing better when we set with our hands. You know what I mean? It's more of a consistent ball, so it's something that we both really work on. And honestly, that's our goal. We say, okay, a perfect pass is just a pass that you can get right under and use your hands.
Right.
Because if we're in system and we're setting with our hands, we usually terminate. We terminate 80% of the time.
Sounds like a coach over there. Terminate. I like it.
Yeah. Okay. vocabulary.
She got all the terminology. I like it.
It's one of the cool things. I think I've seen a lot of indoor players when they get to play beach, they get the opportunity to play beach. Obviously, there's lots of positives, but I think the kind of coaching mindset of being strategic with what we're doing and being specific and purposeful to what we're doing is really, really, really cool.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's cool to see a sophomore in high school that's like, hey, we have a plan and a purpose with what we're doing. Awesome.
I think that really is the main point of the game, just kind of knowing, like, discussing. Like, me and my partner, we every time we switched, we kind of checked our game plan, what we were doing, and we did it. You know what I mean? It's just something that we, like, we try and win, get at least 4 out of 3 points in the switch, and then if we don't, we look at it and we ask, like, what do we need to change here? Like, what are we not doing?
Right. Well, it speaks to how well you understand the concepts, not just the play. And that's the game, folks. We appreciate you joining us, Kiki. We'll have you on here in a minute if you'd like to. If you're playing here very soon, we appreciate you commentating, and bring some other folks over here, and we'll talk to them too.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Y'all will be back shortly.